Hi, I'm Leapfrog.
Hello, my name is Logan Shaw. Welcome to LogansStory. Today we're talking about Black Panther, this next Black History highlight. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it.
Black Panther is a character appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character was created in the 1960s by writer Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby to address a serious lack of major Black American comic book superheroes.
The world.
Black Panther, the first ever comic book superhero to go mainstream. And speaking of Marvel, it is mainstream for a lot of reasons. Stan Lee thought there needed to be a character that purely reflected the 60s in terms of the civil rights movement. His first appearance being in a Fantastic Four issue left a staple for all America to hear and all the world to hear, because he was the first black superhero to hit mainstream. And because of that, it's never been the same ever since. He is a superhero created and intensified by both Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, being that he is the first ever superhero to be black, first ever superhero to be king, and first ever superhero to reflect Africa in a new light. Now, this means something to a lot of people. What does this mean for you and I? But before we get into that, what are the nooks and crannies that make it so that Black Panther staples in terms of a superhero himself? Well, let's go into detail.
Let's go.
We are home.
Okay, so this being the a new thing being new, and nothing else in the market, is it possible to say that Black Panther is something of a marvel himself? Is it hard to say that being the first is a marvel in itself in terms of mainstream comic book writing? Is he the number one hero to ever hit a mainstream? Probably not, but it left a reflection on the 60s and the 70s. There were many issues that titled with just Black Panther on it, and it became a staple Marvel superhero for all time. And because of that, there's one staple that should be taken away from this. He is one of the first to make it large, one of the first popular superheroes, and one of the first superheroes that anyone could admire and adhere to. But what's the beautiful baby here? And who does it belong to?
My son, it is your time.
This beautiful baby belongs to the black community, in that time especially, because we've never seen a hero be so aerodynamic, true, and have a lot of responsibilities like Black Panther. And because of that, there's something more to say about Black Panther than we can possibly imagine. It's the usefulness of his charm, the understanding of his stature, and the boldness that he carries along with him in every chance and every gaze. He is king of Wakanda. He is king of comic books. He is the beautiful baby the black people in the 60s and even now so well deserve. But what does this mean for you and I? What does this mean for you and I? Well, application of course. Just be yourself. Be great. And be everything that you want to be. But be great at doing it. See, greatness doesn't come from just doing it. It comes from years of practice. And it comes from the years of knowing what you want to do in terms of that practice. And because of that, there's nothing more to say than this. What are you doing to maintain your greatness? And how is your poise doing in terms of how you carry yourself? What is the greatness instilled in you? Just like this greatness instilled in Black Panther. Well, only you can figure that out. Thank you for coming to the application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for coming along the story. Thank you for this Black History highlight. There are more highlights in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys know we get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right under the screen. Also by hitting that bell. Thank you again, and peace.
Thank you for coming to this Black History Month's Black History Highlight. There will be more Black History Highlights next year. In the meantime, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again next year to celebrate Black History Month with Black History Highlight. Thank you again for coming, and peace be with you.